Welcome to Brewstar Reviews. Dive into the world of Amazon products with us as we provide honest, in-depth reviews to help you make informed purchasing decisions. The Skytech Gaming Shadow Desktop PC represents a focused effort to balance modern processing power with the graphics capabilities required for contemporary gaming and productivity. At the heart of this machine lies the AMD Ryzen 5 7600X, a processor based on the Zen 4 architecture. This CPU operates at a base clock frequency of 4.7 GHz and can reach a turbo boost frequency of 5.3 GHz when the workload demands higher speeds. Utilizing the AM5 platform, this processor is among the first to move away from the traditional pin-based sockets of previous generations, favoring a land grid array design that enhances power delivery and structural integrity. With 6 cores and 12 threads, the processor handles multi-threaded tasks with a level of efficiency that is necessary for modern computing environments where background processes and active applications often compete for resources. The inclusion of a high-performance air cooler ensures that these thermal demands are met, maintaining stability during intensive operations without the complexity of liquid cooling systems. The internal architecture of the Skytech Gaming Shadow is further defined by its graphical capabilities, provided by the AMD Radeon RX 7600 with 8 GB of GDDR6 memory. This graphics card is built on the RDNA3 architecture, which introduces dedicated AI acceleration and second-generation ray tracing hardware. The card is designed to deliver high frame rates at 1080p resolution while maintaining the ability to explore 1440p gaming with adjusted settings. It supports modern video codecs like AV1, which is increasingly relevant for high-quality video encoding and streaming. Because this system is housed in a mid-tower chassis, the components are arranged to maximize airflow. The case features a clean aesthetic with tempered glass panels that allow for a clear view of the interior components, including the synchronized lighting elements that are often a staple of such builds. The physical design prioritizes accessibility, making it easier to reach the various ports and internal headers if future upgrades or maintenance become necessary. Performance in a modern desktop is not solely a product of the CPU and GPU, but also the speed at which data moves through the system. This model incorporates 16 GB of DDR5 RAM running at 5200 MHz. The shift to DDR5 represents a significant leap in bandwidth over the previous DDR4 standard, allowing the processor to access data more quickly and reducing bottlenecks in memory-intensive applications. This memory speed is particularly beneficial for the Ryzen 7000 series, as these processors are designed to thrive on higher memory frequencies. Complementing the RAM is a 1TB NVMe M2 solid-state drive. Unlike traditional hard drives or even SATA-based SSDs, the NVMe drive interfaces directly with the PCIe bus, resulting in read and write speeds that can be up to 30 times faster than a standard mechanical hard drive. This results in significantly reduced boot times for the Windows 11 operating system and nearly instantaneous loading for most applications and games. The power delivery system is another critical aspect of the build, featuring a 650-watt 80+ gold-certified power supply. The gold rating indicates a high level of energy efficiency, meaning less power is wasted as heat, which in turn leads to lower operating costs and a longer lifespan for the power supply itself. This wattage headroom is sufficient for the current components while providing a small margin for minor peripheral additions. On the connectivity front, the desktop includes built-in Wi-Fi and the standard array of ports expected on a modern machine, including USB 3.0 and various display outputs from the Radeon graphics card. The system comes pre-installed with Windows 11 Home, providing a software environment that is optimized for the latest hardware features like Auto HDR and Direct Storage, which further enhance the overall responsiveness of the machine. When considering the performance of this PC, it is important to understand why these specific technical choices matter to the end experience. The Ryzen 5 7600X utilizes the TSMC 5nm process, which allows for more transistors in a smaller space, leading to better power efficiency and higher clock speeds compared to older chips. This means the system can execute more instructions per clock cycle, making it feel snappier during daily tasks like web browsing or document editing. In the context of gaming, the combination of high single-core clock speeds and the RDNA3 graphics architecture means that the computer can maintain consistent frame times, which is essential for a smooth visual experience. The 8 GB of video memory on the RX 7600 is ample for most current titles at standard resolutions, ensuring that textures and assets are loaded without causing stutter. The design of the Skytech Gaming Shadow also takes into account the importance of thermal management in a pre-built system. The air cooler is paired with a case designed for positive or neutral air pressure, typically utilizing multiple fans to draw cool air in from the front and exhaust warm air out through the back or top. This airflow is vital for the longevity of the silicon components, as heat is the primary enemy of performance over time. By keeping the Ryzen 7600X and the RX 7600 within their optimal temperature ranges, the system can sustain its turbo frequencies for longer periods, preventing the thermal throttling that can occur in smaller or poorly ventilated enclosures. The chassis itself is often chosen for its balance of size and compatibility, offering enough room for the components to breathe while fitting comfortably on a standard desk. This desktop is best suited for a variety of users, particularly those who are looking for a capable entry to mid-level machine that does not require the user to assemble parts manually. For students or professionals, the 6-core processor provides more than enough power for multitasking, video conferencing, and light content creation such as photo editing or basic video production. For gamers, it targets the sweet spot of 1080p performance, where it can handle almost any modern title at high settings. It is also an ideal choice for those who value a clean, pre-configured setup with a warranty, as it eliminates the troubleshooting that can sometimes accompany custom builds. Because it utilizes the AM5 platform, there is also an inherent path for future upgrades, as the motherboard and DDR5 memory will likely be compatible with subsequent generations of AMD processors for several years. Around the current market, the pricing for a system with these specifications is roughly positioned to compete with other mid-range desktops. The value lies in the inclusion of current generation hardware that supports the latest software features. While there are systems with more cores or more video memory, they often come at a much higher cost or sacrifice efficiency in other areas. The Skytech Gaming Shadow attempts to hit a point of diminishing returns, offering high-end features like NVMe storage and gold-rated power supplies without reaching the exorbitant prices of enthusiast-grade hardware. It serves as a reliable foundation for anyone needing a modern PC that can handle both work and play without significant compromises in speed or build quality. A balanced closing thought on this system involves weighing its strengths against its limitations. On one hand, the move to the AM5 platform and DDR5 memory makes this a forward-looking investment, ensuring that the machine will remain relevant as software continues to evolve and demand more from hardware. The performance of the RX 7600 is robust for the majority of today's visual tasks, and the Ryzen 5 7600X is a standout performer in its class. On the other hand, those looking to push the boundaries of 4K gaming or heavy professional rendering might find the 8 GB of VRAM and the 6-core count to be a ceiling they eventually hit. However, for its intended audience, the desktop provides a cohesive and well-engineered package. It delivers a modern computing experience that is both fast and efficient, wrapped in a design that is visually appealing and functionally sound. The choice of a gold-rated power supply and an NVMe SSD shows an attention to detail that prioritizes the long-term reliability of the machine over cutting corners to lower the initial cost. It is a competent, middle-of-the-road solution for those who want modern technology in a ready-to-use format. Thanks for watching. If you found this review helpful, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more honest product insights. Have a product you want us to review? Drop a like and subscribe, and comment below. Until next time, happy shopping.